Blessings, family. I'm coming on laughing because y'all gonna get a kick out of this one. This video is about the funniest things that we saw that we were kind of like, what is going on right now, right? Amon had his things that he thought were particularly funny, and I had mine. So, Amon had someone that he called ball sack dude, right? So we were driving in a car and people were on the road and they were selling things, and this is when we were in Ghana in Kumasi, and there was this man on the side of the road. When I tell you he didn't have nothing on but a shirt, and it was a polo shirt, right? So you would look and think that, okay, he's decent. No, the ball sack was hanging out below the shirt. Me and her mom were like, what the? Yeah, it was just hanging, and it was hanging low, and it was down below the shirt line, and we were just like, what is going on right now? So he was, I don't know if he had some mental issues, but he was out there and he was kind of just begging, at the cars that went by. And so, I was like, see, in the city we lock doors, we roll up the window a little bit because you just don't really know what's going on. So that was our first one for funniest things we saw. Second one, 2520s, disturbing the scenery like a scratched record. So, those of you who know what 2520s are, we on the beach. It's a beautiful mood. Y'all saw my videos. Beautiful beach view. You laying out relaxing. You feeling the breeze, the sun. Here they come. Can you hear the scratch sound? Here they come. And you like, first of all, you need to cover that up because that's a mess. And you just disturb my positive vibe, right? So, talking about that, we can go on to the next one. The next one is when cougars pray and they're F boys. I'm going to leave the F alone because y'all know what it is. In the States, that's what we call those kind of boys, right? So, like I said, they mess up the scene, coming in through there looking a hot mess, old, wrinkled, burnt, trying to get the brown, trying to be melanin, come through, walking through with their so-called king, and just looking like a lost puppy. Like they trailing behind this child, trying to make their way around the place, and some of them is looking very comfortable, like this is where they belong, and this boy is their, servant, and he just taking care of their needs, and they fine with that. I'm like, hey, it is what it is, but these were things that we just like, you could either laugh about it or you could just be disgusted. For me, like I said in previous videos, I speak to the brothers, how you doing, blessings, whatever, because I don't wish that on nobody. I don't wish nobody to be in a position where they have to subject themselves to that, because that got to be disgusting. Yeah, DEE, disgusting, but it is what it is. We leave that alone. Then we were out with some friends from the UK, and one of the ladies was talking about somebody that she works with that is giving her a hard time. She's from the UK. She works with a sister who is from, I don't know where this sister is from. I think she was Ghanaian or Nigerian. I'm not sure. But this lady does not like her. Like, she's made it clear that she does not like her. And so this lady comes from a different work environment, a very conservative work environment. And she doesn't realize that my friend is a partner in the office that she works in. And she's been giving her a hard time. And my friend is like, like I could get her fired. She doesn't even know. But she just kind of is just like, I'm just trying to deal with this person because she's new. And I think her partners want to give the person a chance. Nevertheless, fast forward. Come to find out, there's some kind of personal relationship between this other sister and the boss. So the one who's the partner, who's my friend, is like, this is why we can't get rid of this individual, because she has some kind of intimate relationship with the guy. So one of my girlfriends goes, "Oh, you got one of them bosses that's a Captain Saver hoe." So she and I are cracking up laughing. And the other two from the UK are like, "A what? A who?" It's like, yeah, that's what you call men like that. Men who will deal with a woman and then feel obligated to them when they know they really don't want to be bothered with them. You call them Captain Saver Hoe. So that is a term used in the States for brothers that will deal with a woman and feel like they obligated to them, or it makes the man feel like he is in a superior position because he deals with women in need. You call them Captain Saver Hoe. If you ain't clear about that, now you know what that is. The other thing is, um, being on a plane for that much time, right? Because you are on for a few hours. You may spend a lot of it on your layover, but you are on a plane for a while. So Mon and I would joke about controlling your gas on the plane, right? Because some people won't. They will let go, and there's nothing like somebody passing gas and it filling up the whole aircraft, because it does, right? There's nowhere for the air to move. You have those little things above to kind of control the air, but outside of that, if someone poops or passes gas, you're gonna get it, and you're gonna be like intoxicated by it, right? So we were talking about that, and then we like, don't do it, don't do it, wait, go into the bathroom, handle it. So that's something you need to think about. If you're a person who gets an upset stomach easy, or certain things bother you, be careful with what you're eating. Okay. um the other thing is, can flies be your friend? Right? There were times when we were out, and when I tell you there were no flies, and then there were other places we went to, and the flies were like, would not let you get to your food. Like they literally trying to battle you and land, and you busy swatting them away. Another time I remember being on a van and it was flies in the back of the van, and I don't know where they were coming from. Maybe someone had been in a van prior to us and had carried some fish or spilled something in the van, and the flies were still attracted. I don't know, but I know these flies was in the van, and that was different because I didn't have that on too many occasions. But I don't know, but for me, I just don't like flies. I really don't. My thing is they land on everything. They land on horse shit. They land on dog shit. Then they come and want to land on your food, and that's just disgusting to me. You know. And even some of the flies, I wonder if some of them bite. Right? Because you find yourself getting bit by different things, and you don't know if it's the mosquitoes, the flies, or whatever. But that's the other thing. Can flies be your friend? So the topics we covered tonight, in case you're not clear, are ballsack dude, 2520s disturbing your scenery like a scratched record, Captain Saverho, controlling your gas while in air, um, can flies be your friend, when cougars pray, and F as in father, right? No, I don't even want to use father. Let me say F as in fog, boys. You know what the F word is. And the last thing we forgot was personal space. Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing on the continent, right? Even with COVID, you still will find some people. And it's funny because when I was on the continent, I had that experience with folks with no social distance. I wasn't really bothered unless I was doing something personal, like at a cash machine. But most of the time, people kept their different distance. How about I come back to the States and these fools is acting like they don't want to wait? It says 4 people in the store at a time with 6 feet social distance between. They squeezing in the door because it's cold. You get to wait outside like everybody else did. I don't want you all on top of me. So it's funny when I'm on a continent and I'm in the heat and people are just doing their thing. It seems harmless to me. But here I'm highly offended. Get away from me because you know you're a disease carrier. Back up away from me. Keep your space. Go wait outside until the space empties and there's room for you to come in. I told this lady that when I was delivering my packages. She's squeezing in, and I said, "What are you doing?" No, you can't come in. Why not? Who says so? There's a big sign on the door that says 4 people at a time. So she stands there with the door open, blocking the delivery man from coming in to act like she can't read the sign. Oh, well, that's stupid. Yeah, well, that's COVID. Could you close the door? And I just turned my back and she closed the door. What? What? You, you don't get special privileges? I don't know, y'all. But this is what it is. Reporting on the funniest things that I saw when we were out. And you all can decide which one you think is the funniest. I know which one of mine thinks is the funniest because just that imagery is a bit much. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a smile out of this, and I'll see you in the next one. Blessings.